Elon is saving the astronauts, Zuck told on himself, and Vice President Kamala Harris is here for her first unofficial interview since running for president. I'm Nicole Arbour, and this is The Arbour Effect. Every single day, I type fucked up shit in my phone, just so whoever is surveilling me will have tea to tell their superiors. Is my black poop a call for concern? Does licking your wife's booty hole make you gay? How to remove cum stains from curtains. Whatever I think they will gossip about later, I type. You just want to imagine how their debriefs are going in the van outside your house somewhere? Like, someone is gonna have to report that someday, and that makes me giggle. Anyways, Elon Musk is going to save the astronauts left in space by Boeing like they're the children of divorced parents. I thought it was your pickup day. If you weren't busy with Kaylee, maybe you could have told me that you weren't there. Have you taken her for her first beer yet? Have you done that? He's off to save the astronauts that Boeing left in space. How do you leave astronauts in space? Well, you know, these things happen when you fly Boeing. Hey, this one didn't explode. They didn't get a return ticket, apparently, is what happened. Elon Musk is randomly saving people from space now, and we're still going after him. Like, still? Shut the fuck up, Alyssa Milano. Tony Danza should have beat your ass as a child. Oh, he purchased Twitter for $40 billion. He could have used that money for UNICEF. You could use your money for UNICEF. You could use your money for UNICEF right now. Whoopi Goldberg thinks that Elon should give away his money, but she keeps hers. To do what? Imagine having all the money that Whoopi Goldberg has and still dressing like a woodland ogre and still being miserable and still not getting laid. Like, at least rich guys know how to get some. And I know you're not getting laid because you are so miserable. And you might not be getting laid because you do in fact dress like a woodland ogre. So I may have found a circle here. Elon is smart and needs his money for smart people things like rescuing people in space. I seriously think Candace Owens is the most miserable person in all of media. She's clearly not getting enough sex with her gay core aesthetic husband. We do know in fact that she's been fucked 3 times. Her children, however, are fucked for life. Burns. That burns. In other news, people are going nuts over the Mexican cartel. We gotta stop them. I'm personally kind of on their side. Mexican cartel are evil. Oh my God. Well, what are they doing? Well, they're selling drugs. What kind? The kind we can't monetize. Oh shit. I see why you guys don't like them. Okay, all right. Honestly, the Mexican cartel are so good at guarding their territories that the American government should just hire them to defend the border. Good leadership 101. Instead of fighting someone's strengths, you use them. I don't think I'm wrong there. You know they get the job done, just hire them. Oh no, the party drugs have gotten out. People will dance all night. That is not funny, Nicole. Some of their drugs kill people. Listen, Karen in my head. The Mexican cartel can sell party drugs for the rest of time, and they'll still never get anywhere close to how many people Big Pharma kill on the daily. You're just mad you got competition. They kill people. So do you. You give drugs to babies who still have 1 foot inside of their mother's magical teleportation device. Magical. Don't worry, you are the reigning drug champion, government. Big Pharma are and will stay the reigning world champions for murder drugs. Don't you worry your little self, toots. I always wanted to call someone like toots or like sugar tits or, you know, those are fun things to say. This story makes me really happy. A couple episodes ago, I talked about how Justin Trudeau was importing, I use the word import on purpose, Indians from India to use them as slave labor. And bot voters, we actually broke that story right here. At first he denied it, but now he suddenly called a press conference last night saying that he's going to address and change the migrant worker issue, which is really funny because a couple weeks ago he would have called what I said, calling out the story, hate speech. And this is why we have to protect free speech. That announcement happened in Canada. Well, thousands of illegal immigrants were protesting in the streets. They were protesting in the streets saying it's mean to deport them for illegally being in Canada. The audacity. They have more audacity than Raygun, the broke dancer. More audacity than a girl in Miami asking you to subscribe to her OnlyFans after you hit that shit raw on date 1. Bitch, he already got the 3D version and took photos when you fell asleep. He's not gonna subscribe. More audacity than Pope Francis announcing that turning away migrants or illegal immigrants is a sin while he sits on a throne of gold in a completely secure private city. Let's just spitball here for a second, Pope Francis. Why don't you open the gates to Vatican City and take in some of these migrants? Oh, you don't want them at your house, so it's just for us. Why don't you just sell some of the gold in the Vatican and help the migrants have homes? I think it would be the Catholic and Christian thing to do. Why don't you just let them live in the hidden tunnels under Vatican City? You're not using them for anything, right? Right? Protesting because you're upset that you have to follow the law in a country where you're not supposed to be is like the highest level CN Tower level audacity. Things aren't how I want them. You're not supposed to be here. In other news, everyone's second favorite Earth alien, Mark Zuckerberg, has admitted to election interference, proving once again that conspiracy theorists are just early news reporters. Biden made him do it. Last election, I had posts flagged and taken down, and Facebook yelled at me for saying that they were interfering in the election. They also yelled at me for spreading the Hunter Biden laptop story, which also turned out to be true. Facebook, you owe me an apology. Yes, I am petty like that. I kind of don't blame Zuck though, because they probably threatened to arrest him or do something like that. Like if the president called me and was like, you're gonna do what I say or else, I'd be like, I'm gonna do what you say or else. You know, I really like Instagram, so I'm not gonna shit on him too hard. He does his best. This is not his home planet, okay? Give him a break. And now a very special guest. I don't know why she's here, but I'm really glad she chose me. Please welcome Vice President Kamala Harris.
Oh my God, my ass is sweating. All right.
Madam Vice President, thank you so much for being here. Why did you choose to be on the Arbour Effect?
Well, you know, I saw that Von Theo guy, right? The one that just, you know, says random things, and yeah, he wouldn't take any of my calls, but yeah, we had to tap it. So I said, you know, get Nicole on the phone. You know, I'll see that lady. You know, I thought, fuck it. Let's just do it with Nicole, right?
Yeah.
No, so, how do you pronounce it? Is it Nicole or is it like Nicole?
I haven't said anything yet. Why are you laughing?
Oh, Nicole!
What happened at the border? It's a disaster, and that was your job.
This is the age-old question. We've been to the border. All right, we've been to the border. This administration's been to the border. I have aspirations of my own. I haven't been to Europe yet. All right, and that's something that I really wanted to do. So, you know, I haven't been to the border, but at this point, you know, they're talking about making an emergency visit because, you know, Donnie's going over there. So, you know, at this point, I feel like now, you know, I have to go. But they told me that they're going to have Don Julio, so, you know, I'm not going to miss that. There's
rumors that you have alcohol problems. Just wanted to know if you want to comment on that.
Look, Nicole, this is tough shit. This ain't easy work, right? I mean, they got me doing one interview a week now at this point. I mean, that's ridiculous. It's more than I've done in 3.5 years, right? So if we had like a Venn diagram over here and you saw how much I have to do to keep Joe alive, well, you know, you wouldn't even, you would have dropped this call. You would say, you know what, that woman has too much on her plate. So, you know, one a week is all I can handle right now. And, you know, after I get the presidency, we'll take that down to like maybe once every few months, right? I want the same deal Joe got. I want a vacation in Delaware. That's what I want. Every 3 weeks, that's where I want to be.
Are you drunk right now?
Yes, absolutely. You know, I need something to kind of, you know, take these edges off. You know, and it helps the day go by so much better, so much quicker, so much faster.
Tell me about your plan for the economy.
Well, we're going to bring costs down. So I shared a little bit of that plan with you already, right? Nicole, pay attention. The kids, that's what they're going to help with, right?
So your plan is to have children work?
Well, yeah, you know, the ones that are too small, you know, that's where abortion comes in. They're useless. They can't be consumers. But, you know, the ones that are already, you know, born to the women that, you know, decide to do stuff like that. God only can understand why, you know. It's like they fell out of a coconut tree. No, now listen, that's joining the workforce. I had to work young, and I had to do some questionable things to get where I am, you know? So you got to do what you got to do. China does it. You know, if China can do it, we can do it. Don't listen to Don and all this stuff he says, you know, against China. Yeah, he's racist. And, you know, he's Xena, you know, I don't know how to pronounce it, but something with
xenophobic.
Right, whatever. And, you know, we don't want that. We want to embrace China's slave labor laws, you know, and bring that to America.
You are the absolute best at being an idiot.
That's a good one.
A lot of people are saying it is not fair to the American people that Nancy Pelosi somehow keeps beating the S&P 500. What will you do to stop insider trading?
So when you think about the S&P 1600, is it the S&P?
I think it's 500.
All right, same shit. And when you think about that, and when you think about, you know, starting over here and then doing what Nancy did, you end up here. The journey doesn't matter, Nicole. This is politics. Nicole, that is the American dream. Cheating the system and staying out of prison. That's it right there. That's the whole, you know, that's the ticket. That's the winning ticket. And I'm not going to allow the American public to achieve dreams like that. You know, we're going to sell them, you know, the Ivy League school, the 2.5 kids, the white fence, and, you know, the houses that they can no longer afford, right? Which, by the way, I am going to be giving out $25,000 for first-time homeowners. So that's a policy that I'm proud of. You know, but, you know, the Fed called me the very next day and said that houses are now going to be $50,000 more expensive because of that. But, you know, that's their problem. You know, she cracked the system. She put herself in a high position of power. She abused that power over and over again. You saw her freaking fridge during COVID. We all want that. We all want that gluttony. So, you know, and she's done it all hammered. And she's still standing. What is she, like 96? She still has a rack on her. So, yeah, I definitely, you know, she's up there. She's definitely someone that I would look up to. You know, she's great.
Vice President Harris, I don't think you're supposed to be saying any of these things out loud. Does your team even know that you're doing this interview?
Wait, you talked to my team before this? I thought it was just us girls. I'm in the bathroom, Nicole. This is where my bidet is. You know, as a matter of fact, hang on. You know, I don't need you to hear the water. Hang on a second.
Sorry, we lost her for a second. We lost her for a second there.
We were muted.
That was a big one.
She just took a shit.
All right, sorry. Just had some technical difficulties.
People are trying to figure out, what did you actually do while you were in office?
You know, I'll tell you like this. Yeah, I'll be clear. I'll be clear for this one, right? I have worked my ass off for the past 3.5 years. And it's been nothing but, you know, diaper changes, Desitin cream, like all over the West Wing of the White House, taking care of Joe's every need, every beck and call. I earned this spot. And, you know, when we talked about our policies, Nancy promised me that she'll get me the seat if I exempt her from the capital gains tax. So, you know, this seat is rightfully mine. I made a deal to get here. All right, Joe wasn't happy with me, but, you know, fuck him. You don't have any idea what I dealt with, how many times I got shit on, you know, on the left side of my hand. He ruined so many blazers, Nicole. He ruined so many blazers. Jill doesn't do anything. She's done nothing for this entire administration. I've been holding his hand. He's led me down bushes. We've almost taken a tumble down Air Force One. It's ridiculous, and nobody gives me the credit that I deserve, all right? This is my seat. I earned it. Not one vote. That doesn't matter. Vote schmote. I am tired. You know, the same people that say that are the same people that say that Tim, you know, he stole his valor. Valor is valor. I don't understand why people, why does that matter? He stole it. It belongs to him. Finders, keepers, losers, weepers. And, you know, Joe couldn't get it together. The cocktail stopped working, you know, and I just swooped in there. And, you know, here I am. So, you know, he was... Sleepy Joe just fell asleep at the wheel, and, you know, it was too bad, so sad, right?
Are we just laughing?
I'm the one that makes the collard greens for everyone, right?
Okay, that was strange.
And you're also the xenophobe thing that Trump is. Whatever that is.
Republicans have confirmed over and over that they're not trying to ban abortion, they're not trying to stop IVF, but you guys keep saying that they are. Why are you so stuck on this lie?
Let me be clear, Nicole, I'm not sure you understand how this works. They put the lines on the teleprompter, and I say them, and I get to be president. Is that clearing it up for you? Right? It's not that much of an ask.
I gotta say, I think you're an absolute moron, and no one should vote for you.
Are you gonna say anything nice to me? What the hell was that?
You are the best at saying absolutely nothing I've ever seen.
Oh, okay. Well, that was a compliment. Nicole, yeah, it doesn't matter if you like me, because the fix is in.
This was fucking ridiculous. Thank you so much, Vice President Harris, for this very strange, very awkward interview. Trump 2024. I'm Nicole Arbour, and this was The Arbour Effect. If you like this episode, give it a thumbs up, like it, give it 5 stars, share it with your friends, do all the things, leave a comment. You know how this goes. I love when you guys leave me comments. I read them all, by the way. Most of you are nice people, but some of you are douchebags. And I see you. I don't really see you. It's usually an avatar of some sort because you're probably fugly. Let's be honest. I've never received a hate comment from an attractive person. Thanks for watching. Keep laughing. Be good to each other in real life. And until next time.
Go team.
Stop trying to make monkeypox happen. It's not going to happen.